Hey, we're live today to talk a little bit about Exponent Edge's next product release, which is going to be a Landmine bar. It is a bar built specifically for performing landmine exercises. And you're gonna get a quick look from a post I did earlier today that talked a little bit about and showed some features of the bar. I'm gonna go over a little bit of those features here in person, live, with the bar right in front of me. I can't show you all the secrets yet, but I'm gonna definitely show you this one in just a few seconds. Let's let people kind of join on in. I like to give it about 2 or 3 minutes for people to come in here. So while everybody jumps in, I'll give you a look at it right here while we wait for people to come. And if you have questions, we're gonna be able to ask that throughout the entire time. I might have to come back to check out the chat to see if anybody says anything. But so far, for all of you jumping in here, man, thanks for joining. If you didn't catch it, I did a sneak peek post earlier today. I'll start sharing some videos of different exercises that I've been doing with the Landmine bar. And I'm gonna show you some unique features of it and why you're gonna want this over putting a typical barbell inside of a landmine sleeve. So Mr. Matt Porter, he had a little bit of involvement with this project as well. So thanks, man. Glad to see you joining. And again, I'm gonna give it just a couple of minutes, but while we wait for people to join in, I'm gonna kind of move this a little close to the end of the Landmine bar. So this is the view of the sleeve. I'm gonna go over the specifics on the sleeve, and what I'll do is I'm gonna walk you through different parts of the bar as from this end all the way down to the end that attaches to the rack, and go over some specifics about that as we move on down. And sorry about the weird views, folks. I'm kneeling on the floor versus sitting and stuff like that. So again, let's just give it about 30 more seconds. Let some people hop in. And if you do miss anything, I will share this on Instagram once this is all said and done. So that way people can check it out. And if you miss anything, you can come take a look at it. I'm gonna try to make this thing less than 10 minutes. So we're gonna get going in just a second here. So don't be afraid to ask questions while we're going over this. But while we're waiting that 30 seconds, what I want to do is kind of describe to you why I came up with this bar, why I designed it the way that I did. Mainly because traditionally, for many of you who know who I am or follow me on Instagram, I am more of a traditional bodybuilder. I've been doing more traditional bodybuilding since the day I started working out about 35 years ago. Since I was 12, I'm 46 now, so a long time, right? But I've been incorporating a lot of other things into my programming, which includes landmine work, kettlebell work. It includes Mason club work, which I got an exciting partnership coming up here in the future with Mason clubs. So if you see my Mason club holder, you might have some idea. But landmine work, I've been doing landmine work for a number of years, and it's for a couple of reasons. I've done a lot of barbell squats over the year. I still do barbell squats. However, I like to give myself a break from doing just barbell squats. So one of the things that really allows you to do a lot of different exercises outside of barbell squats with the bar on your back is doing a lot of landmine work. So I started to do a lot of landmine work exercises, doing landmine squats. I do reverse landmine squats. I do them on my flex wedge as well. I do a lot of lunge work, both forward lunge, side lunge with landmine work. I do a lot of military press. So a lot of things I do with my landmine exercises. And there's gonna be a whole bunch of other stuff that you can do with my landmine bar that you can't do today with other bars. But I'll do that in the next live when I can share another very unique part of this device in the next coming days or so when my patent's done. So while you guys got the background on why I do a whole bunch of landmine work, I see that we've had a whole bunch of other people join, so thanks for coming on in. We're gonna start here with going over the very end of the landmine bar. So this looks like a pretty typical barbell sleeve, and the finished product, which this is actually the second prototype, the finished product, this is what the sleeve is gonna look like. It's gonna stay chrome versus any other color. So I'm gonna go over those as I go down the bar as well, so you can get a good idea what that's gonna be like. But the very unique feature of the end of this bar that's great about using this and the attachments you're gonna be able to get is any attachments that you attach to this barbell sleeve go inside of the sleeve versus on the outside, which when you're tightening it with a screw, you damage your bar. Now, a lot of people do use a beater bar for their landmine work. You're not gonna do that with this one. This is gonna be a landmine specific bar. So if you come up real close here, you're gonna see on the end of the landmine bar, This protrudes out, and this protrudes out, so this attachment, which all the attachments that you're going to see with this landmine bar are going to be much like this on the end. So you see this right here on the end, just like this. It's a hexagon shape on the end. Here, I'll show you guys this. Right here, you'll see right here on the end, there's a piece that protrudes out, and there's the hexagon shape at the end of the barbell sleeve that allows this piece to go on in. Well, so now that you guys can come back and see my pretty face, I'm going to show you this. So again, here's the part that comes out. Here is a single handle attachment. This is the same width as a standard barbell shaft. So whatever you're used to doing, bench press, stuff like that, you now don't have to grip the whole entire sleeve. You now have a knurled handle that will attach on the end of the landmine bar. So inside here, you'll notice that there's a hole here that lines up. You slide it on in, and yes, you can load plates on and off with this attachment on. Up to you if you want to do that or not, and that's why it was designed that way. I typically take it off, but it attaches really quickly with an Exponent Edge logoed pin or screw, and it attaches on just like this. So now it's in there tight. You've got a knurled handle. You grip it just like you would the normal part of your barbell, and you're good to go. So this is how the end is going to work. I already have in the works that is CAD drawings of roughly 10 different attachments for the end of this bar. I can't share any other ones with you yet, but there will be one I can share with you next week that is going to be extremely popular and very unique with this device, and you're all going to love it, especially if you do landmine work today or do things like forward intent, stuff like that. So again, this part's going to remain just like this. However, this handle right here is going to be silver, and probably also have the option to buy black. I wanted to get red, can't do that yet. So now we're going to move down the landmine bar, and it's propped up on my landmine jack. There'll be packages that have all different types of things on the bar, landmine jack, flex wedge that goes great with it, and another number of other different attachments as I share them. Here is our barbell shaft. There is a knurled portion right here. That's because you want a knurled in case you want to do some type of one-arm rows with this as well. When is it available? Pre-order will be any day. I'm waiting for one specific piece of this that I can't share yet that is being patented. It's almost done. Should be done the next couple of days. And then the pre-order will go up. You're probably all going to ask about price. Prices are all pretty much said and done. They'll be live on the website. I'm hoping it'll be live on the website no later than 2 weeks from today, but I will share that with everybody. I'll do some posts and stuff like that. Some of it's a little bit up in the air, but it shouldn't be more than a couple of weeks, okay? Believe it or not, I was hoping to have this thing last year at Home Gym Con. Took a lot longer than I thought, but it's coming along great. So the shaft here is currently just chrome. This is a heavy duty steel, so that way when you perform these exercises, it can take the bend from force, momentum, etc., just like any other standard barbell. However, all the weight's going to be on one end, okay? This is not going to be like this when the bar comes out. This bar is actually going to look a lot like, or exactly like my cambered bar. So I can come up here real quickly. Let me reverse this for you. Some of you probably know my cambered bar, but I'm going to just show you anyways. It is going to be a black Cerakote that you see right down here on the bottom with the red Exponent Edge logo on it. So it'll be Cerakote all along the entire bar with a logo down in the middle. So I'm going to go back to the bar, and eventually I'll have final versions of this that I'll be using, and you actually get to see that. Sometimes it's hard to understand and visualize it, but I'm trying to show you guys as much as I possibly can, even though this is just the second prototype. All right, now a very unique thing outside of just how this attaches, has attachments on the very end that go inside of the sleeve versus the outside, and yes, how it attaches inside the sleeve is patented. So protecting myself here. I'm going to do a quick switch so you won't see my face here, so I can show how it looks attaches to a rack, and this won't look all that particularly different. So here is how it attaches to the rack. Now, unique feature of this bar, you see how this attaches here with this bolt. Yes, it has an Exponent Edge logo on the side. This cannot slip out of the attachment. So what's special about that? You can attach this anywhere on your rack. So it does not have to stay low. It can go all the way up. As you notice here on my rack, I have, sorry about the light here, folks. This is a 5/8 rack. Here's a 1-inch hole. You'll notice that this came in as a 1-inch pin that goes through the rack. Every single version will come with both a 5/8 and 1-inch convertible pin to attach to your rack, no matter where it goes. I have attached it all the way up to the top like I showed you up here and have done military presses, etc. And you're probably wondering how you're gonna load the darn thing up high. Well, I've got another device that will be coming out for this Landmine bar, which will be called, I don't know yet, a Landmine spotter arm or whatever. It'll be a lengthy spotter arm that comes out, and it will be multifunctional. There'll be some cool holes on the sides of it that will have like steel pins that come out that are able to attach bands to, but it'll come out farther so that way you can have your Landmine bar up at shoulder height, and there's a lot of reasons for that with some future attachments that will be coming, so that way you can attach it up high for things like easier to get up from a squat position and all those other things, which I've already done and tested. However, I don't have the spotter arm yet. I've just been able to put it on top of my bench, my infinity bench. I can put it across the flat top and start it from there. So let me go back and show you the attachment to the rack. Like I mentioned before, this cannot slip. This does not move. So instead of having to just put your Landmine bar low on your rack, where once you go up to a certain height, the bar starts to slip out of your Landmine, this will not happen. You will not need any other separate attachments, because this is the end of the shaft that comes to a T and is held in place from these knurled knobs. Okay, and like I mentioned, this will also come, here's a knurled knob on the back. This will be convertible to both 5/8 and 1-inch versions. So far, that's everything I've got to show to all of you regarding the Landmine bar and some of the specific things to it. I am going to do another live, which will be next week. That is going to show you the very first attachment outside of the single handle that comes with this. I'm now going to pause here and scroll through real quick and see if there's any other questions that people have asked since I've been on here. I don't think so. I think it's really just been asking about when this is going to come out. So let me know if you have any other questions regarding this product. You can DM me. I will be putting this video on Instagram on my channel here very soon, and I'll be doing some lives on YouTube as well. So I hope you guys are pretty interested in this product. The unique features are how the attachment attaches into your barbell sleeve versus the outside. This makes it so your bar doesn't get ruined, scratch your bar, etc. It also can attach to any size rack and anywhere on your rack. No matter high, no matter how low, it's going to attach to your rack, and it cannot slip out at all, period. All right, so stay tuned next week. Hopefully I might do a quick announcement that I'll be doing a live on the attachment that will be coming with the opportunity to purchase at the pre-order with this device. That's pretty cool. So I don't see any other questions coming out. I'm going to go back and do some more work. Just finish a leg workout doing nothing but using this Landmine bar today. So if nothing else is going on, nobody has any questions, I appreciate everybody who came in here to tune in, and stay close for additional reels. I'm going to show some videos here over the next couple of days of exercises I've been performing. So thanks for joining. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day. And everybody, keep growing some muscle at home.